Hello all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how are you doing? It's Russell here from Porky's Corner. That's right, the biggest gob in sport. We say the things that nobody else dare say. No other YouTubers do. Because 90% of them are lickers. Lickers. No balls. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for liking and subscribing and pressing the notification button. It's not hard, is it? Hey, we put the effort in. So, go on then. Wrap round my feet in the morning. Frotch on fighting. I hope you've all subscribed to it on YouTube, because the video that he's just done from Marbella, it's fantastic. He just tells it straight. He's the Roy Keane of boxing. Yeah, people can see, well, he's not bothered about getting it mixed and earning a living in media. Well look, if you want to be a media person, you've got to be balanced in your views. You can't just be biased like Tony Bellew, can you? Alright, commentating on matchroom fighters, it's been going on for far too long now, hasn't it? It's become embarrassing, and I think that Tony, banter aside and blah de blah, and I had a bit of beef with him years ago. We were telling tales to Dennis Hobson on the phone, complaining, ringing head office. Listen, banter aside and beef aside, Tony Bellew's a biased commentator for everything matchroom. He makes out he's this loyal guy, he's this, is that. He might be, but when you take a job in the media, it's man in the mirror moment. Man in the mirror moment, Tony. When you look in the mirror in the morning, what's staring back at you? A licker, rimmer, call it whatever you want to call it, but you're not bothered because you're getting paid for doing it, aren't you? But you're just showing yourself up amongst boxing people, because what boxing people really think about you is embarrassing. Now you can come out and say you're not bothered, and you don't read comments. You do, you do. You read them, people point them out to you, you see it on your Twitter. You either thrive on it or you don't care for boxing fans. Well, I personally think you don't care for boxing fans because you're masquerading as a former world champion and all this, British, Commonwealth, European and world champion, but all them belts were vacant, so you're classed as a paper champion across the board. So you're already lying about your status as this champion boxer. And now you're lying and trying to con the fans and gaslight us all with this narrative about Joshua's learning on job. What, a decorated amateur with world silver, which should have been gold, Olympic gold that should have been nothing, and two-time unified heavyweight champion, 34 in October, but he's learning on job. Tony, stop it. You're becoming embarrassing. It's shocking. But is Joshua going to fight Wilder? I think they might take the money. 60 million's a lot of money, isn't it? 60 million quid for getting iced in a round. You could jump out at ring then and then turn around and say, you know, it's 20 million a minute. 20 million quid for every minute of that round. What if he loses in 1 minute? It's 60 million, banking it. Come on. 60 million, come on. It's for note, innit, but he's not ready for Wilder. He said it's about money now. Anthony Joshua says it's about money. So he's even admitting to all you thickos who follow him and defend him, he's admitting it's about money. It's always been about money with him. I always point out the fact that in 2017, when he beat Vladimir in a life and death, Wilder were next, wasn't he? Their words, him and Eddie Hills, their words. They weren't, though, were they? They've been nowhere near Wilder. Nowhere near. But what they're doing, they're killing the sport while waiting for the big payday. Robert Elenius wouldn't get a sparring job with Joshua because he couldn't give him the work. But then again, the sparring he's had in recently, he probably could give him the work because he's had light sparring in. His trainer Derek James couldn't even give an opinion on the fight Just saying some posts were in his way. What on earth is all that about? You crouch down, don't you? You find a way to look and watch. Derek James, go watch it back on video now and give us your opinion. You've gone missing, haven't you? You're probably the wrong fit for Joshua, and I see you getting sacked. I don't see him working with you now. First you're angry, then you're upset, then you look for somebody to blame. That's the motto I've always used. I'm like that myself sometimes. I get angry and upset and then I blame somebody. Everybody uses it. He'll be gone in any day, Derek James. I can assure you of that. All this about is a perfect fit. McCracken were a perfect fit, wasn't he? Angel Hernandez and Joby Clayton, they were a perfect fit, weren't they? Robert Garcia were a perfect fit. Everybody's a perfect fit at the beginning. And then when it all goes a bit Pete Tong, when it all goes the way of the pair, they're not a perfect fit. Anthony Joshua's not carrying the heavyweight division. How is he carrying the heavyweight division? You know, all belts. When was the last time we saw Joshua fight good? When? When? Pulev? Come on. His CV's got more holes in it than Swiss cheese. Anyway, that aside, the Conor Benn situation. God, what do you think to that? UCAD are appealing, Border appealing. He's going nowhere, but Eddie Hills said he's been cleared. They had him on phone. Thank you, Eddie, for standing by me. Then we had the loving with Tony Bellew. What a loving that was. I always knew you were innocent, Conor. They're all declaring undying love for each other, and Conor had been crying to him on phone months ago. Tony, you're always there for me. Tony, Tony, stop talking pony. Hey? I think I need to clean my teeth, look dirty. So, look, we know what's gone on, don't we? You've been caught twice cheating. It's like being done for drink drive, like me, twice. I tried everything to bend it. You know, the judge turned around to me, the magistrate, said, look, you failed twice. You mind you've had all this trifle with sherry in it and all that. How many trifles did you eat? I tried the old trifle one, didn't I? That didn't work. So, do you know what I mean? Everybody's different how they deal with things, but you know when you're guilty sometimes you just got to admit it, haven't you? It's like going through a speeding camera and getting caught on film. You're guilty, aren't you? What are you going to do? You say accelerator stuck to the floor. Well, you shouldn't have been in the car, should you, if you had problems like that? Did you report it to main dealers? Look, it's alright everybody being an expert after the fact. Conor Benn has not shown any evidence to show that he's innocent. They didn't even give him the dossier. Guilty, in my eyes, guilty twice. No matter how they want to spin it. And look at White, Dylan White. He's been out living in Portugal, God knows how long. He ain't even got a UK licence. Why is that? So if he gets busted, we can't say what he's been done for. I mean, what we're on now, 2 weeks, is it? Since Dylan White tested, since we got the results back for Dylan White's situation. We don't know what's gone on there, do we? What's he had? Nobody's saying no, is he? Come on. Nobody's saying a word, are they, about Dylan White? Do you know what I mean? What has he tested positive for, Dylan White? They're not going to tell us, are they? We know what Boom Gardner's took, it's all out there. But Eddie's saying it's confidential and we can't say anything because there's a legal process going on. It's already out there, so why don't you just come out and admit it? What she took can only get into your body through injections, so she's bang to rights. You mind gaslighting it, Eddie, and putting your spin on it? Which brings me to their spin. Right, at last count, after 10 days, Spotty Frank and Eddie Hills, or Spotty and Hills, I think we'll start calling them Hills and Spotty. No, Spotty and Hills, because according to IFL, he's the heir apparent to Eddie Hearn. Heir apparent? Oh my God. He's another privileged kid from a millionaire, that's all it is. Never had a fight in their life, so never had to struggle. Heir apparent. God. Listen, all they're doing is drowning out everybody. After 10 days they've done 182 interviews. That's what I personally counted. And then I woke up this morning, like 11th day, and there's more sit-downs with IFL. Cougs getting exclusives, keep that money rolling in Cougs. Take IFL off, take Eddie Hills and Spotty Frank and 6 or 7 more off IFL, they'll go bankrupt. They've got to go with the paymasters. I don't see anything going out there about Dylan White, Cougs. Why don't you put something out about Dylan White? Give your opinion. I mean, I want IFL now to give their opinion, like me. Do you mind getting people sat in front of you giving their opinion and you asking questions? Let's see what you really think. Let's see you do a video, Coogan. We're all missing this, aren't we? This is the main part of the video. We're all missing Coogan giving his opinion on Dylan White and how we should back Dylan White and let him fight his case. Because there's a due process, isn't there? Well, there is for Coogan's other friend, Conor Benn. Conor Benn's his close friend, he told Anna Woolhouse, didn't he? Conor Benn, these are my close friends in boxing. Conor Benn, Dave Allen, Dylan White, Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hills. We know what went on, don't we? Billy Joe Saunders, these are all my close friends. And I'm the godfather to Billy Joe Saunders' niece, blah blah blah. Who cares about all that nonsense? Let's see you going to bat now for Dylan White, because you can't, can you? Not when he's firing legal letters at Eddie Hills. You can't, Cougs, can you? Come in front of your camera and give an opinion. Do what I do. And do what other people do. Let's hear your opinion, Coogan Cassius. Do you mind sitting there with access? Let's hear your opinion. Come on, let's hear it. You're plenty rattle. You're plenty rattle, aren't you? Let's hear your opinion. Because you're in bed with these people. You can't live without these people. These people pay your bills. You're not like me. You're not spinning 6 or 7 plates in a day, are you? You're spinning 1 plate and you've only got that because you've got access. Now, I'm not jealous. I want to hear balanced views. I want to hear you go after these people when they do things that don't sit well with fans. We're not going to get that, are we? We're not going to get that. So, join me in part 2.